We'd like to welcome you into the Chevrolet display here at the Chicago Auto Show. If you've been paying attention to the Bowtie brand, you'll know we've been on quite a roll lately. We've been coming out with a pace of new products that we simply have not seen in our company's history before. And nowhere is that more apparent than in our lineup of pickup trucks. In fact, over the last 14 months, we brought you two brand new versions of the full-size Silverado. You can see them over here, both half-ton and heavy-duty. In fact, half-ton Silverado recently won North American Truck of the Year. And in just a few short weeks, they'll be joined in our dealerships by the big 3/4 and 1-ton HDs to take on the toughest jobs you could ever throw at a pickup truck. But truth be told, not each and every one of us needs a full-size pickup truck. And that's why we're going to expand our lineup yet again to reach the widest possible net of customers so you can pick the exact truck you need for your lifestyle. This here is the all-new 2015 Chevy Colorado. It's a truck that's going to redefine and reinvigorate that mid-size segment, all while retaining a lot of the DNA from the full-size Silverado. And with its introduction in the third quarter of this year, makes us the only domestic manufacturer with a truck in the mid-size segment, and the only truck producer in all three segments that we're selling, okay? So underneath the truck, we have all pickup here. It is a full-size, a fully boxed, high-strength steel frame with tremendous stiffness. It's going to give you excellent on-road driving dynamics, but also excellent payload and tow capacity. We'll have payload ratings in excess of 1,400 pounds and a max trailer rating in excess of 6,700 pounds, making it the best of the entire mid-size truck segment. And the truck DNA not only flows down below in the frame, but also here in the bed. We've inherited several features from the Silverado, like the easy lift and lower tailgate. Simply pop that handle, let it fly, and the tailgate very gently comes down. And with just two fingers, brings it right back up. Again, pop it, let it fly, and it very gently comes down. Now, getting in and out of the bed is easier and safer than ever before with our corner step rear bumper. Bear any size foot inside, grab the grip pocket, and bring yourself into the bed. Heck of a lot safer than stepping on a wet tire or a bumper. Once you're up in here, we have a lot of protection for the bed, like a factory installed spray and bed liner that will be available. We also have standard box rail protectors on both sides of the bed and the tailgate to reduce dents and scratches over the life cycle of the truck. If you need to tie things down, we've got you covered there too. There will be 13 standard tie downs on every Colorado bed. 4 on the bottom side, and then another 9 positions in the top side here for fully adjustable all-metal tie-downs that screw into the foundation of the bed to hold on a lot of cargo. No cheap plastic that's going to shear off under load. And we've also gone as far to partner with Thule, a company that's building bed accessories and cargo racks for vehicles all over the world. So they've developed all of our bed rigs here for both work and play. So we'll have racks for snowboards, ladders, canoes, kayaks, mountain bikes, you name it. And those will all be available in your local Chevy dealership when this truck comes out in the fall, so you'll be able to know they fit and function properly from the factory. Now, getting in and out, of course, you use that corner step rear bumper. Bring yourself down. 2 fingers brings that tailgate right up. We'll also have a locking mechanism back here. We'll also have a factory installed standard backup camera looking at everything behind you, so you can back up safely. And of course, if you trailer by yourself, line it right up with the boat. We'll have 4- and 7-pin trailering harnesses integrated into that rear bumper as well. Now, 2- and 4-wheel drive will be available across 3 different trim levels. We'll have a work truck, the LT, as well as the Z71 package that you see right here. The Z71 is for when you leave the beaten path. It'll be up to snuff. We'll have tow hooks up front, skid plates underneath the truck, a mechanical locking rear differential out back for great traction. Also a hill descent control system, much like on Silverado. So if you come over the crest of a hill, you can take your foot off the gas and brake, and Colorado will very gently control itself on the way down. And at the bottom of the descent, you take over again. Now, we'll have several bed and cab configurations. We'll have an extended cab with a 6-foot bed, as well as the full 4-door crew cab that you can get in either a 5-foot or a 6-foot bed too. Now, underneath the hood, we have some very competent powertrains. We'll have 2 gas engines available in the fall when the truck launches. We'll have a 2.5-liter inline 4-cylinder gas engine, and then an available 3.6-liter V6 with over 300 horsepower and 270 pound-feet of torque. The big news comes in the second model year, though, for the 2016 Colorado, with the introduction of our 2.8-liter Duramax diesel that will introduce levels of torque and fuel economy that we simply have not seen in the midsize truck segment. We are waiting on fuel economy estimates as well as pricing, so stay tuned on Chevy.com for that. There are, however, several segment exclusive things that I can tell you about right now. We have an all-aluminum hood on Colorado to reduce the weight on the nose and improve weight balance front to rear. We'll have electric power steering to improve efficiency on the engine, but also give you better handling and better cornering. Also, standard active aero grille shutters up front here that will close up at certain highway speeds to reduce drag and improve efficiency. But if you are trailering at that time and you're running higher RPMs, those grille shutters open right back up to feed more air into the engines behind. We'll also have two safety features you cannot get in the midsize segment right now, that being forward collision warning as well as lane detection. So you're going to make this simply the safest truck out there in the midsize segment. The last thing I'll tell you is the Made in America construction is all part of the equation here. Even though this is a global platform for us, it's been completely adapted for the U.S. market and will be sold here at our Wentzville, Missouri plant. And our 2.5-liter gas engine will be built in Spring Hill, Tennessee, while the 3.6-liter V6 will be built in Flint, Michigan. So American pride comes standard with every Colorado. This will simply be the most versatile, most capable pickup truck in the midsize segment, with an incredible interior that you must hear about. And my good friend Brandon has a cutaway of that full four-door crew cab. Brandon, please, sir, take it away.
Thank you so much, Scott. Let's talk a little bit about the technologies we're going to offer in the 2015 Colorado coming out this fall. I'd like to start by telling you a little bit about the MyLink interface, our award-winning interface that syncs up with your smartphone. So all of your contact information, your photos, your videos, your music, all going to be streaming to the vehicle, all voice activated. If you'd like to call home, simply press the button and say, call home. If you want to hear your favorite song, press the button and say what song you'd like to hear. You can change your radio station as well. And what else is nice about the MyLink display is it'll actually read a text message if you get while you're driving, so you don't have to look down at your phone, and you can respond to that text with a predetermined one of your own, such as, I'm driving right now, I'll text you later, or something along those lines. We're going to have up to 4 USB ports on the Colorado, so you can connect all of your electronic devices, and so can your companions. We have 2 in the back here, 1 up front, and 1 in that center console as well. We're actually giving demonstrations on the MyLink display at the other end of the Chevy display, so be sure to check that out if you're interested. We're also going to have a 3.4-inch driver information center right above the steering column there that displays an assortment of information, everything from current oil life to fuel economy to tire pressure, keeping you in constant communication with the Colorado. Now, as Scott mentioned, we are going to have forward collision alert and lane departure warning technologies, and that'll be exclusive to the Colorado when it comes to the mid-size pickup segment. Forward collision alert functions just like it sounds. Should somebody happen to slam on their brakes in front of you and you're not paying attention, you don't have to worry, the Colorado always is. It'll put a big warning right on the windscreen right here and give you an audible warning as well. And lane departure warning functions just like it sounds. Should you happen to get out of your lane on the freeway, the vehicle will alert you to that, letting you know you need to get back in your lane. And that's good safety technology for those longer trips, so you don't doze off maybe behind the wheel. Those will be available on the 2015 Colorado. And as Scott mentioned, so will Hill Start Assist and Hill Descent Control, and on the Z71 package. So we're looking forward to having that information for you as we get closer to the launching date. This is also going to be available for 4G technology. You'll be able to turn your Colorado into a Wi-Fi hotspot, connecting your tablet, your laptop, your phone, getting right on the internet right from your own vehicle, which is a really cool technology that we'll have in the Colorado for you coming out later this year. Now let's talk a little bit about the interior, because it's much more spacious, versatile, functional, and it's actually going to be quieter than ever before. Here's why. The door actually is going to sit into the frame now instead of wrapping around the top. And we have 3 pieces of insulation, 1 running right here, and then 2 more on the doors. It's a technology that's very similar to what we have on the Silverado right now. So you can take a look at the Silverado if you're interested in investigating that technology a little closer. But it'll prevent all that wind noise from coming up and in, because the door sits into the frame now, and then those 3 pieces of insulation are going to keep all that ambient noise outside the cabin where it belongs. We're combining the best parts of a crossover vehicle with the functionality of a pickup truck here. So this rear seat actually flips up revealing a 2-bin storage system underneath. So if you have a bunch of tools or anything like that that you like to keep nice and organized, you have a spot right back here. And we also have a nice flat loading surface because this will actually fold down flat. So if you have a toolbox or maybe you want to bring your dog with you on a trip, plenty of space in the back there. Again, this is the crew cab mock-up. We do have an extended cab as well. And with that extended cab, we have 2 jump seats in the back, but you have the option for seat deletion in that if you'd like a little bit more room. Speaking of room, I'm about 6'1". I can sit in the front and the rear with ample legroom and headroom. This is due in part to the sculpted headliner that we have right here. So if you're a little bit taller, you don't have to worry about it. You're still going to have plenty of headroom in the vehicle. And again, when it comes to storage, the Colorado can't be beat. We have that rear bin, 2-bin storage system underneath. On the door, center console, and glove box, plenty of space in here. As Scott mentioned, these will be available in work truck, LT, and Z71 trim levels. We have a crew cab with a 5-foot bed. You have an option for a 6-foot bed on that configuration. With the extended cab, it's going to come with a 6-foot bed. We're going to have a 2.5-liter inline 4-cylinder engine, an available 3.6-liter V6, and next year we're going to offer that 2.8-liter Duramax turbo diesel. Guys, thank you so much for stopping by the Chevrolet display. My name is Brandon. If you guys have any questions about the Colorado or any of the other great Chevrolet vehicles, please don't hesitate to ask myself, Scott, or any of the other knowledgeable product specialists you see on the floor today. I'd like to thank you for stopping by again and enjoy your rest of the time at the Chicago Auto Show.